Hey, family and fellow City Group leaders, it's Gabe. Jared asked me to share a short video about missional living, particularly within a neighborhood context and how to love our neighbors well. And there's three things I think that are really helpful in terms of practically and tangibly being involved in the civic life of your neighborhood so that you can love people. As we all know, it's extremely hard to love people that we don't see often or people that we haven't met. And so these tips are geared towards getting you engaged with your neighbors so that you can do the hard work of loving them and sharing the gospel with them in word and deed. And so those three tips are this. The first one is this: taking a walk around your neighborhood. It sounds like a really simple thing, and it is, right? Like for my family, at least, we do this in the summer times. Like after dinner, we'll walk around the block, and this is great because it lets people, like we get to see people when we walk around, and it lets people see us, right? And so the more that we have FaceTime with people, the more that we are open to engaging them and being involved in their life. And one tip, a sub-tip of this tip, is to map your neighborhood, right? This is what I've done is I just take like a Google map and then I screenshot it. And whenever I meet a new neighbor who I want to remember where they live and their name and maybe something about them, I'll write it on that Google map so that I can access it later. And this helps me pray for my neighbors and just keep like tabs on who's living where. And so that's like a really helpful thing. Second big tip is to spend one Saturday a month in the neighborhood, being committed to just the civic life of your neighborhood. And this could mean just being involved at like a local elementary school program or being involved with like a neighborhood association. But spending one weekend day a month in the neighborhood is really helpful. I know in my neighborhood we have a community breakfast every Saturday throughout the winter at one of the local gardens. They call it Community, spelled with like T-E-A, like tea. And it's really fun. There's people from all around the neighborhood that come together to just have breakfast. And it's a really beautiful thing where we get to meet neighbors and build relationships. And so being involved in those civic life things is super crucial to loving your neighborhood and meeting people in your neighborhood. And the last thing, as I've already mentioned, is to join a neighborhood association. Every neighborhood in the city has a neighborhood association and a president, and if they don't, maybe you are called to start that. But I'm going to leave a link below to the city roster of all the neighborhood associations. I would challenge you to find yours and see how you can get involved with your own neighborhood association. This is a great place to build relationships and meet people in your neighborhood, as well as to hear about the dreams and the struggles that your neighbors are facing. And so, anyway, all that to say, good luck out there living life in your neighborhood, loving your neighbors. It's a huge call. It's a call in the Bible to love our neighbors as ourselves. And so would we do that well in the power of the gospel? And so, yeah, thanks. Have a great day.